Lalo. I have a client that has a small business of 5 people. They currently have an internet set up where they have a modem slash router connected to a second router. The first one has a single Ethernet port connected to the WAN port of the second router. Whoa. The second router also has a built-in switch that has all the PCs connected to. I want to change the config so there's only one router connected to a switch, but have a few options. I do not believe that they need something like a WatchGuard. I was thinking of either placing the first router into bridge mode so that the ISP connects to the second router and firewall and port forwarding are done there. Or do I get rid of the second router entirely and replace it with an 8-port switch? This will allow firewall and port forwarding to be handled on the first router. I'm having troubles setting up things like RDP due to the 2 routers. Can you guys suggest something? And Matt, I know you have responded in an email and your answer was?
Yeah, get rid of the second router.
I agree.
You only need one router.
Yeah, I mean, because you are complicating matters beyond, I mean, if everything that you want to set up, opening ports and routes, and it's just going to make life so much more difficult for you.
Yep. Get rid of it. Just get a switch. Some networks might need more than one router. Most small businesses do not, especially
5
small
people.
business of 5 people.
Yeah.
You're not going to need that. So get rid of the second router, get a switch, and life will be good.
Awesome. This email is from Adam. Hey guys, I've been listening to your show for a few months and I have really been enjoying it. Well, thank you, sir. I always get a kick out of the customer stories that you tell because I can relate. Anyway, I thought I'd throw a question your way to see if you have any suggestions. I was recently asked to install HP LaserJet Printer P2035 on an existing PC at a client's office. This printer is networked and has a static IP address. One person currently prints to it and has no problems. However, when I try to install it on another workstation, print jobs get stuck in the queue. Printing to other printers, either they're directly connected or through IP, work just fine, but I cannot get anything to print to the LaserJet printer. I've tried checking for previous installed drivers and have removed anything related to HP, but I still can't get the system to print to this one printer. I've also tried different drivers, but still no change. It's nothing urgent, but it just bugs me when I can't find a solution to something. Any thoughts would be greatly appreciated. And we answered him via email, and I had suggested to try the HP universal drivers. I know there's certain properties, but this is weird because it only happens with one client, and everybody else can print to this printer, which leads me to believe there's something on his local machine, some type of corruption of the driver that could be causing it. But again, talking to him through email, he said he installed several HP drivers and still have the same issue.
Yeah, that's strange. So, I mean, I would compare. It's an I usually go IP printers if possible. Um, Maybe something in the port settings, LPQ name or something like that.
Right. Now, what I didn't ask, I mean, by dedicated, it was a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if he has the printer installed on a server and they're connecting to it, or it just has a static IP address in some office and you manually create a TCP/IP port to it. Because if it's on a server, your client's gonna grab the driver from the server, but I think this is just a direct IP printing.
Yeah, and if it's not, I would do an IP printer with a driver and check the port settings, like say Q. Some of them have to put, either raw or
Yeah.
the LPR. Would maybe I put a Q name or something, or
Mhm.
some of those things. I would check the one that can print and make sure that that's being duplicated. On the other one, of course, if it's different operating systems, you might have a little different settings in the drivers.
I almost wonder what the printer name is, what the queue name is. If it's something, nah, because the job's going, but it's stuck in a queue. But we weren't able to resolve the issue. So if you have any ideas on what the issue could be that we can lend to Adam, or shoot us an email, and we can touch base on this email again in the future. So yeah, and I actually told him that we have tons of those printers at my job, like a couple hundred.
Really?
Yeah.
You have any problems with them?
No.
I
No.
see.
We have those. We got the 4035s. We got we got a 5550s. We're an HP shop, so tons of HP printers. This one's from. I'm looking for a name. Mamadou. Sorry if I got your name wrong. You guys are great. Great job to clarify the differences between PST and OST files. It is possible to have a summary of your notes regarding Outlook and its change, and you should have a video learning to sell online. Do we still have show notes, or did we ever have show notes to begin?
I think we had them once. That's
Sorry.
show notes would be good. Show notes would be good.
Yeah, I will talk to Steve Cherubino, the mastermind, and see what we can do about that. Have an email from the computer doctor. It's kind of a long one, so bear with me for a second. Hey, Matt and Lalo, I have a new customer that reported having a strange Outlook issue recently. She's running her own SBS 03 server that hasn't had much maintenance in the past 6 to 10 months. Always a bad thing. I have not had a chance to do any real work on the server yet, other than helping her change her passwords after she broke up with her previous IT guy. I love that phrase. She broke up with her previous IT guy. You know, when you break up with the previous IT guy, like, do you ask for like the USB drive back?
Yes.
All
the keys, Christian keys, passwords.
She simply wanted to wait until there was a real issue to bring us to do any maintenance. I know that's dumb, but that's what she was willing to pay for, and we don't work for free. True.
What? Don't work for free? Come on.
What? She called me the other day and said that one of her 5 users who works remotely has a major email delay in the afternoon. He will be able to send and receive during the morning hours just fine. But sometimes after midday, it can take several hours for his emails he has sent to be received. Meanwhile, he receives email just fine. This has been going on for about a week now. They also cannot send to Gmail account users or Gmail hosted business account like us. They get the following email back when sending to a Gmail account. As of now, this is isolated to Gmail and Gmail only. I use the MS lookup tool and check blacklists, and they all check fine. I have an appointment to head out there in a few days and do some testing, but I thought I'd check with your highness to see if you run into these issues before. And wish I could show you the errors, but pretty much your message did not reach some or all the intended recipients, and our system has detected a user rate of, then it gets cut off. There was a SMTP communication problem with the recipient's email server. Please contact your system administrator. I haven't seen much of those errors. Have you, Matt?
Yeah, I actually saw this when he sent his email. I had seen this for 2 other businesses, 2 other clients the week before.
Okay.
And what it is Google, Gmail, decided to put a bunch of people on their own internal blacklist. And it's a pain to get off of it.
Now, why is it that Google would do such a thing?
Well, I'm sure they're trying to. I guess they're trying to block spam. They just maybe got over aggressive because if they really were sending out spam, they'd be on other blacklists, not just theirs. And now I've seen it sometimes if you changed IPs and you were on one that was marked as dynamic and your ISP converted that to a static for you, maybe it was flagged as a potential spam source because in their database it's marked as a dynamic IP address, which shouldn't be used for a mail server. It could be that there was an IP close to you, maybe from your same provider, but in a block. So they just blacklisted the whole block of IPs, and yours was in that, so they blocked you too. Or it could be just a mistake. Or you could be sending spam. You can't rule that possibility out. But with this Gmail problem, you can do a search for get removed from Gmail's blacklist, and it takes you to a Google site where you basically got to turn over all kind of stuff, um, exchange logs, and other blacklists. You just say, "Here's my IP. I removed the virus. Remove me." But Gmail wants to be a lot more thorough, and you've got to get them a lot of information to get removed.
Wow.
And they're slow to remove because the two people that we had on it, I don't think they removed them for a couple of weeks,
Wow.
and we had to send them the stuff in multiple times.
How
It
about
wasn't just once.
his first question here is the one user takes forever to send mail in the afternoon. Maybe they're
Well,
they're on shared bandwidth and he is connecting to a server that doesn't have his Change 2007 Service Pack 3.
that's right. So, okay, so he says he was can take several emails he has sent to be received. So emails he's sent to be received by outside sources. So of course you can check your bandwidth because you're sending mail that's your upload, which may be very small. What is he sending? Does it have attachments?